Hi, you are at 5 Squared Support. Welcome to this unscripted video of installing Windows 11, and we're going to use Rufus. I'm going to use Rufus because it gives you some ability to install cleaner. You can forget about the security checks, all that, set up a username with Rufus. So that's what we're going to get started with. First step is going to be getting Rufus. You go to Rufus, rufus.ie. From here, you're just simply going to find the download, use the standard installable program. I don't like updates. That's a personal preference. You might. So there we have Rufus. Now we need to install or get the Windows 11 ISO. Windows 11 ISO. We're going to do that right from Microsoft. It's possible. Can we do this? I think we could just do the ISO by itself, which I do not think used to be the case. So now we just gotta wait for this install to finish. Okay, you can look at the right at the clock to see how much time that download took. Your mileage may vary. I'm just gonna make sure this is in the download folder. It is. So what we're gonna do now is take Rufus. Well, actually, before we're gonna do Rufus, really what we're gonna do is find my USB thumb drive or flash drive, and I am going to plug that in. Okay, we've now plugged in the flash drive, and we're going to select the image. In this case, it's going to be the Windows 11. I'm going to stay with the defaults. I'm going to click Start. It's going to give me a couple of options. I want to remove all these requirements. I definitely want to create a local account. Sure, we're going to keep the same settings of the computer which I'm doing this on. I definitely want to skip all privacy questions. I'm not concerned with this last option at this time. So it's just going to tell me it's going to remove all data from the flash drive I just installed, which is certainly fine. And we're going to start this. It just said this is going to take a while. It's not lying. Right now it's 7:32. Let's see how long this actually takes. This is kind of, it's almost like a bait and switch. It actually looks like it's going to be really quick, but I assure you, it is not that quick. So I'm just going to shut up and we're going to wait for it to be done. Okay, the first steps to install Windows 11 has completed. I want to remind you that this video is not meant to be a complete tutorial. It's just to point you in the right direction. If you need more help, always remember we're available for you. Give us a call, 5 Squared Support, or check out our website, 5squaredsupport.tech. The next step is going to be actually installing Windows 11. Okay, it's almost time to turn on this PC to install Windows 11. I do have the flash drive in the USB port, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on now and get this process started. On this computer, I'm going to have to hit F12 to choose the device I want to boot from, which in this case is obviously the Windows 11 Rufus USB drive. There's my F12 prompt. I'm going to go down to the USB drive. For my case, it's going to be partition 1, most likely to be yours as well. We're going to do mostly the default install here. We do not want to do an upgrade, so you got to make sure you select the correct option. And we're also going to do Windows. Well, it's going to be I don't have a product key in this case because it's a digital license. We're going to do Windows 11 Pro. Of course, we accept after reading it. Okay, can you all see that? There you go. We all agree. It's going to be custom. In this case, I have multiple drives here. You may not have this. Just make sure you're very careful to install this on the correct drive and the correct partition. I know the partitions I'm going to get rid of is drive 3, partition 1, 2, and 3. These will be recreated and Windows 11 will be installed on it. I could probably just do partition 3, but I am going to do them all. It's very important I don't delete this. Very important information on that drive. I am comfortable deleting my main partition that I put the operating system on because I do have a complete image backup on that. I'll probably put another video out at some point to show you how I think is the best way to handle that. Pretty much here, I'm just going to go through the defaults. I'm just spending an extra moment making sure I'm not clicking anything incorrectly because it would suck if I made a major mistake here. If it's a fresh drive, there is really no major mistake, but this is not a fresh drive. Like I said, I have data here, but I did do this correct. I am now highlighting the correct partition. I'm just going to go through the defaults here, and I will catch up with you when this gets to the first required boot or reboot or restart. All right, while these files are almost done getting ready, I'm going to share some exciting news. I am going to share this raw video, the making of installing Windows 11 using Rufus, not only to Patreon. In fact, I won't even put it on Patreon. I will make it available a few days after. Oh, let's save 5 seconds, shall we? Restart automatically. Anyhow, I will post this raw video, the making of this Windows 11 install, on YouTube. I won't have any audio cleanup, all my banter in between stuff, and all my edits. I'll have it completely all out there, I'll bear all to all. All of my 1 subscribers. But a year from now, I won't be talking about 1 subscriber. I think by then I'll be talking about at least 10 subscribers in a year. Can I get that many? Can you guys help me get to 10 subscribers? That would be cool. Okay, I do not need to do any keyboard presses to boot a certain way. It's automatically going to boot into this new Windows 11 install. I am recording from my phone. I don't have any special phone camera devices. That's all very expensive. And how am I going to keep tech support at $25 if I'm spending all that money on cameras? So hopefully this quality you will find will be okay. It's going to be nice here. You don't have any of these nagging security questions. It's automatically going to set up the username you had originally set up, or in this case, I set up when I did the USB flash drive with Rufus. I'm going to show you one setting I'm going to tweak. I don't know if tweak's quite the right word in this case. But what will happen is once you log into Windows and you reboot, before you can log back into Windows, it will require you to add a password. I do recommend passwords. However, I do not like doing it right away because after I install my operating system, I will install all my apps and programs and whatever features and backgrounds and all this that I want. Many times it will take a reboot, and I don't want to enter that password a million times in a half an hour. So I am going to show you quickly how to forgive that request. You see that? Automatically logged into the username that I did not have to configure. To some of you, that might not be a big deal, but I have done operating systems, oh, I don't know, a lot of times, and it's really quite annoying. And it gets more annoying with each new version of Windows. Installing Windows without Rufus is close to the same. You just have to go through a little more obstacles. And I'm not a big fan of obstacles. That's why I really dislike tax season. I dislike tax season a lot. What that has to do with this video, I am unsure. Alright, we were told we're almost there. It was not a lie. So this video is not going to really focus on a lot of tweaks, but as I mentioned before, I do want to install. I want to get rid of the password requirement for now. So the way I'm going to do that is go to Computer Management. You know, this resolution is really hard to see. So I'm going to press Control D on my computer. I'm going to right-click the desktop. I guess there's going to be a little bit of settings change. I'm on Display Settings. And I want to change this. Since it's a video, I'm going to do 1920 by 1080. This is not the resolution I typically use for day-to-day use. I'm going to go back to Computer Management. I'm going to go to Local Users. Users. Here's the user we just set up. What do I want to do? I want to go to Properties. This is what we want to uncheck. User must change the password and next logon. We don't want to do that. I think that'd be fine. So now, I could have just hit OK, but so now when we reboot, we don't have to put a password in every single time. So I do highly recommend you put a password in once you have this set up. And if it's a laptop, put a password in all the time. So anyhow, that is how you install Windows 11 using Rufus. It's a great process. You need help with anything, give us a call at 5squaredsupport.tech. Well, visit the website and call with the phone number that's on the website. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye for now.